Alright, good morning or whatever the case may be. For those of you who don't know me, hi, Mr. Hartman. Welcome to Psychology. I'm sorry I can't be there today, as I hope you will come to figure out, or for those of you who have had me for other classes, it should become apparent that I only take days off when my daughter is sick, and such is the case today. So, sorry I can't be there, but I think I've worked out kind of a decent workaround here. Okay. Um, how I like to start this class normally is by engaging in a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to run through really the specifics of how we engage in a psychology experiment next class when I have a little more time with you guys and I can sit and really work through it. But the premise of the experiment is pretty simple, and it is that students are much more likely to engage in behaviors that they select for themselves rather than behaviors that are imposed upon them. So generally, the first day of any class, you're given a list of rules to follow, right? This is part of the syllabus. Instead of that, what you're going to do today is break into groups, and you guys are going to develop your own set of rules that are going to hopefully govern your behavior through the course of the semester. My hypothesis is that in allowing you a chance to come up with your own set of rules, you will be far more likely to follow those rules. As a control for this experiment, I have my world history section in which my sophomores write the rules which are sort of imposed externally, which is how it's normally done. And you guys are going to be sort of the experimental group. And I've done this many times and it's been reasonably successful. So what you should see distributed is a worksheet on on a list of different policies that you guys are going to need to come up with rules for. Your instructions for today are pretty simple. Get into groups of approximately four. That means no more than five, no fewer than three. Um, Put the names of each group member up at the top, and then I want you to, in your groups, come up with a specific policy for each of those five different areas. Now, be very conscious of how you're wording your policies, and I need you to ensure that uh, in order for a policy and the wording on a specific policy to get approved by that group, everyone in the group needs to agree that that is the best of all possible policies. This is to say that within your group it should be unanimous, that that is the policy of choice. Once you have done this, what I want you guys to do is merge with one other group, and you're going to compare your policies. So, say your policy with regards to food or drink in the classroom, and between your two groups, you need to sort of engage in a dialectic, a dialogue, right, and determine which of your two rules is the best, and, sort of whichever one can get a simple majority between the two. Until we have sort of established one that has a simple majority for the whole group. If no single rule can get a simple majority for the whole class, right, then we'll edit what we have until we can get to a simple majority for the whole class for each of these five policies. Now, I suspect just coming up with those five within your small initial groups and getting them such that everyone in the group is okay with them will take most of the period, but if we have time, start merging with other groups and start sort of trying to get these passed on to the whole. All right. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and thank you so much for engaging in this little exercise.